and also I'm working with the environmental Linux and DevOps environment also. So like using the tool Docker, Kubernetes, and Jenkins, Bitbucket, so JFrog and Nexus tools, and also I'm using that. Ansible, Puppet. So I'm working this environment. I'm an infrastructure guy, and also I have a more than 8+ experience. I have AWS consultant now. So okay. So let me start the AWS and cloud computing. So before that, we're going to check the what is the cloud computing, why we are moving to the cloud technologies. Okay. So nowadays, all the companies are migrated to cloud technologies. So, okay. So first, I will give the introduction to the basics, the data center operation. Then we'll go further. What is the cloud computing? What is why we are moving to the AWS cloud? Okay. So I think you guys are working in the IT environment. I think somewhat familiar with the IT infrastructure. What are the process using that IT environment, and so how AWS used in the machine learning and what is. So okay, I will give the I will complete the session, and after that I will provide the your questions and answer. Okay. So okay, that's all. So first I'm going to give the some basics introduction about the the data center operation. After that we'll move forward to AWS cloud technologies. Okay. So in data center operations, what are the things we have? What are the components and available in the our data center environment? Okay. First, I will explain that. So this is like our, for example, this is our data center. So we have a, firewall, and we have a switch. We have a switch, and we have a multiple servers. Depends upon the our requirement. So we have created the multiple servers like database servers, application servers, and reporting servers, API servers, mail servers, and whatever the requirement. So we're going to configure the servers and host it on the applications. Okay. So here, this is the firewall. So the firewall is okay. So here I will explain that. So for firewall and a switch, the switch is connected to the servers. Okay. So this is connected. All the switch servers are connected through the switch. So then only we communicate the each servers. Okay. So the firewall here, this is the ISP provider. So the ISP, we buy the broadband like 100 Mbps or 10 Mbps speed for we are buying to the ISP provider. So that bandwidth we're going to configure in the firewall. Okay. So I think you guys are know that firewall. What is the firewall? So the firewall is used for the security purpose. Like we're going to allow the traffic inside the network, or block the traffic in the inside. So whatever the things we're going to do in the firewalls. Like for example, we are configuring the applications like Tomcat applications. That Tomcat applications are running on the 8080 port. So we need to allow the port in the firewall. So then only we're going to communicate with the outsides. So that is the purpose we are using for the firewall. And also we're going to some restriction the some site, like whitelisted the some sites. For example, is unwanted site we don't want, we can filter out the whitelist that unwanted sites. Okay. So that is the purpose we are using the firewall. And the next one is the switch. So the switch is used for, you can create the network. Okay. So create the network means, so it is communicate with the all the servers. So okay. So otherwise we are unable to communicate the each servers. Okay. So this is create the network, and also the router. So the router is, it's a this is it is also one of the devices. It is used for connecting the different network. So connecting the different network means, like for example, we have a Chennai we have a Chennai data center and the Mumbai data center. So the Mumbai data center server we need to access to access in the Chennai data center. So we're going to configure the Mumbai data center and Chennai data center through the routers. So the router purpose is connecting between the different network. The switch is connecting, create the network, create the local network. Okay. So like for example, we're going to assign the IP address in the firewall, like local IP 192.168.56.1 sorry, yeah, 1.0/24. So this is the one of the segment IP. So this IP is also configured in the firewall and as well as switch. So okay, so this segment of subnet of IPs is assigned to the each servers. Okay, so the 24 means we have to assign the 255 servers in the environment. So okay, so these servers are connected in the switch. So with the help of the LAN cable. Okay, so and this is the infrastructure servers. So the servers used for, so whatever the applications you want to host it, so we're going to host it in the our servers. Okay, so these are the data center in the data center component, and here we have here we have a separated team to managing the each operations. Like for example, in security and firewall level, so they are separated in the security team, so they will manage only the firewalls. Okay, and the next one is the switch and other network. So so they managed by the network team guys. They will manage in the switch configuration and assign the port and whatever it is managed by the network team. And come to the point, so this is the major play role in the IT environment, correct? So this is the operation team, like infrastructure operation team. Here involving the teams, here involving the team is, so 1 minute. Yes, AWS provided a lot of services for ML. So basically, AWS SageMaker and mainly for the deployment of ML model, right? Is correct. So because everything's that is the platform as a services. So for example, you're going to host it on the SageMaker. So what we do, we're going to bring the server and we're going to install the Python and Anaconda and whatever the specification we needed. We're going to install the in AWS. So then only we get the one server. So here the machine learning services, they will provide the customized services, applications and whatever they will provide it. So you don't worry about that. You're going to install and you can worry about the dependency and all. So you don't worry about, just you can launch the instance SageMaker services. It's automatically created. So after that you're going to utilizing that services. So that is the in AWS services. Okay, thank you. And here I explained that coming to the point data center. So come to this, this is the data center. This is the main play role in the IT environment. So this is the operation team. So the operation team guys, we have a several team like operation team. So the operation team, we have a several team. So the team is a system administrator or server administrator and server admin, and we have application support engineer, application support engineer, and the next one is the development team, so dev team, and the next one is the database administrator teams, correct? So database admin team, and also we have a backup team and backup team. So these team are handled in the infrastructure operations level. Okay, so the server administrator guys, so they are doing bring the server and buy the server and configure the server level, like installing the operating system and creating the mount point, and so whatever the mount point, and also they are updating the patches. So they are only managed by the OS level and also the physical hardware level. So like for example, in case the hardware is failure, so they're going to remove the hard disk and configure the new hard disk. So that and all they are doing the server administrators. So the next one is the application support engineer. So the application support engineer is, so how we can utilize AWS cloud in banking sector. So okay, so the AWS cloud is the public cloud. So the government and banking sector not trusted in the AWS level. So they are going for the private level cloud like OpenStack, that private level uh, private level sectors. Okay, so only now currently only the enterprises level like e-commerce and logistics companies and paramedical medical and insurance companies are, they are hosted their application in the AWS levels. Okay, so banking sector and government sites are not moved in the cloud level. Okay, so there are many heavy server used in the banking sector. Okay, that is for no problem. So here also they will provide the so many of so many of services, and also the high availability also AWS provided. Okay, so whatever the question I will give provide to end of the session. Okay, you can ask me. Now I continue the sessions. Okay, so next one is the application team. So the application teams is suppose they are coordinate with the development team, and also they are configured in the applications level. Like we hosted on the Tomcat application or middleware applications or BA, OEM Oracle Enterprises Manager applications. So whatever the application we are hosted business logic, so the application team guys going to handle the that applications level support. Okay, I think you guys know the database administrator, so they only managing the database levels. Okay, so on next one is the development team, so they are developing the business level logic, so that is the development team. And the backup team is a separated team, so they are going to managing the all the backup, all the server backup like file system backup and OS backup level. They are managing the backup level. Okay, so these are the several different one. So they are managing the this infrastructures. Okay, so what is the disadvantages in the infrastructure data center level? So we have to managing the all the things like all the physical servers and operating system level applications levels. So we have to maintaining all the all the things. Okay, so this is the very headache in that environment. And also we have a more we have a more number of employees. So we need a more number of employees like 24 by 7. We're going to support it for the servers and a data center also, correct? And next to one more thing, and we have to doing everything in the so for example we're going to configure the so load balancer or high availability cluster level. So what we do, we're going to buy the so how many service whatever the requirement, like for example we're going to configure the SAP application, so we need 10 servers. So we're going to buy the 10 servers and install the operating systems to each server and creating the cluster levels. So it will take the too much of time to create the environment. Okay, so nowadays the customer expected only for the quick who will provide the quickly provide the environment. So they only like it for that. Okay, so that is the main drawback in the local data center level. So like for example in case so the load balancer we configure the, so we need like for example so this is the database server, Oracle database server. So here running on the 4 GB RAM or 6 GB RAM they are configured, and 4 CPU core. Okay, 1 TB hard disk. So in case the database utilization, hardware utilization is heavy, the server performance is poor. So what we do, the team going to decide to, so we going to replace the RAM level, so increase the RAM level. So what will happen? So we arrange the downtime and get the approval from server owner, applications owners, and we're going to lot of the things we need to follow. So after that what we'll do, we're going to replace the hard disk, replace the memory and whatever you can replace that. And after that you're going to run. Sometimes the server is not back to online. So that is a big problem with big headache in the local data center environment. Okay, so troubleshooting level and whatever. Okay, so these are the main problem and main problem in the data center level. Okay, so that's why the companies are nowadays moving to the cloud, so AWS cloud level. Okay, so whatever the cloud, so that's why the big companies are moved to the cloud level. Okay, so in case even though you are using the VMware level, so the VMware level we're going to monitoring and whatever that is managing the physical level. Okay, so that is not a problem, that is we are not overcome that advantages. Okay, so the main advantages in the AWS cloud, so we're going to managing the our environment is very very easily, and also there is no headache in the environment, and also you can quickly provide the your infrastructure to the customer. Okay, already I said in the local data center, for example we're going to replace the RAM level, so nothing in the AWS level, just you can stop the server at 10 minutes or 15 minutes the downtime. You can ask in the 10 time, just you can change the instant type, so it will automatically up your servers. Okay, so there is no issues. And same like for example suppose you're going to configure configure the load balancer level. So within half an hour or 20 minutes, we're going to configure the load balancer level. So like for example, we're going to take the clone of the existing server. So it whatever the application running and whatever the configuration we are configuring the existing server, it will take the clone. Okay, so clone, and after that we're going to launch that clone images. So we'll create within the 2 minutes we up the server, and after we 10 minutes we configure the load balancer. So that and all easy manner in the in the cloud level. Okay, so that is the main. And also we have a disaster recovery. Disaster recovery means like we have only maintaining the only one data center. In case any problem in our environment, like a flood or something environment problem, so we are unable to access the data center. So this is the big problem. And okay, so what we going to, we're going to create the some DR data center in the different locations. This is also one of the cost, and maintenance cost, infrastructure cost also in that. Okay, so these are the disadvantages in the cloud. But AWS level, we can easily replicate it to the one region to another region or multiple regions. We can easily configure with the help of the some cloud Endora tool, some of the tool we have, or we have configured the multi availability zones, regions and all. Okay, so this is the main advantages in the cloud. Okay, so what is the cloud computing? So, okay, so the cloud computing is we're going to access the data center through the internet. So, okay, that is called the cloud computing. Okay, so next one is what are the cloud computing available in the cloud services available in the market? So first one is AWS, another one is so market market in cloud, like for example AWS and Azure cloud and Google cloud and um, so Azure, Google and Digital Ocean, Rackspace, Alibaba Cloud, Alibaba Cloud. So these are the cloud provided. This is the public cloud. Okay. So whoever want to create your environment, so you can log in the whatever the cloud, like AWS or Azure cloud or Google cloud, whatever the cloud. Just you can create the account and provide your account details. Once the account is confirmed, so after that you can go into create your environment. Okay. So all the clouds are public cloud. So okay, so why the mainly focused for the these three clouds, AWS, Azure and Google cloud? But nowadays the market is moving to the AWS cloud is booming in the market, because they will provide the n number of services, like more than 250 services they were provided. Like for example, last time one person asking to the what is the SageMaker, so they will provide the one of the services. And also the TensorFlow. Suppose you are going to configure the TensorFlow, so they will provide the TensorFlow services. And the next one is like for example infrastructure level, security levels, and auditing level, and customer engagement software level. So all the entire infrastructure level services are provided in the AWS. Okay, and also it supported the all the platforms. It like Windows, Ubuntu, and whatever the it's supported in the all the platforms. Okay, and the next one is the Azure cloud. So the Azure cloud mainly focused for the their product only, Microsoft product only. Okay, so their database and storage, their database and their servers only they are focused. So but the main advantage is in the Azure only. So Azure DevOps tool is one of the best in the market, IT market. So that is the one of the benefit. But compared to AWS and Azure is somewhat some cost is high, and also there is no supported, somewhat complicated in the compared to AWS. Okay, so Azure is a difficult. And the next one is Google Cloud. So the Google Cloud is only focused for the Kubernetes services, like Microsoft based services they are provided. Okay, like machine learning and also the Kubernetes services they are focused for the container based and microservices services are they are mainly focused. Okay, but the AWS is focused on the all the field. Okay, so like infrastructure and platform as a services, all the environment, and they will provide they are implemented in the services. Okay, so this is the main these three cloud in the market. Okay, and the next one is the digital ocean. So this is the one of the like you can using it for the so like for example, you compact size application like container based applications or Tomcat based applications. So if you want to go to, so you can using the digital oceans. So I think that digital oceans not managed by the own data center and own availability zones. So they are it created the infrastructure in the either AWS cloud or in Azure cloud or Google cloud. They are created in the cloud environment in the this cloud. This is the some of the business logic. Okay, they are not spending the different own data center, and they are not managed. Only they are creating the cloud basic cloud environment. Okay, like for example, you know the OpenStack. OpenStack is the private cloud, so you can create their own cloud environment. So like that, the DigitalOcean and Rackspace as a Alibaba cloud they are created. So the main thing is these three is the main thing. Okay, and also nowadays now the Oracle also introducing the cloud, Oracle based Oracle cloud. So the Oracle cloud only it's supported for their product only. Oracle database and middleware applications only supported for their cloud only. So for example, the customer going to engage with the Oracle team. So they want to Oracle database or middleware applications. They will suggest to we have a cloud environment. We created the servers and everything managed by ourselves, or whatever the things we are managed. Say they said like this. Okay, so we are not able to log in the server, and we going to manage the servers and all. So only managed by the Oracle, they will manage it only. Okay, but in AWS, in AWS Azure cloud is a open cloud. Whatever you can go to the login, you're going to create your environment. You can manage your environment. Okay, so that's all. So and next come to the point. So AWS cloud. So the AWS cloud is the big role in the environment. Okay, so because they will provide the more number of services. Okay, so next one is here they provide the like 18 regions. So they provide the more than 18 regions. So all over the world edge locations. Like for example, US West, US East, and Asia Pacific and Central European countries. So they will provide the all edge locations. Okay, and also they will provide the availability zones. Availability zone means like this is the data center. Okay, so the data center is the availability zone. So for example, in India we have a Mumbai region. So Mumbai region having three availability zones. So three availability zones. So whatever the availability zone we want, we can select the availability zone and build the environment. Okay, so this is the basics of 18 regions and 36 availability zones. Okay, and the next one is how what is the strategy in the creating the cloud environment they followed in the cloud environment. So there are three things available. One is the SaaS, and another one is the PaaS. Okay, and sorry, first one is IaaS, IaaS, and PaaS, and SaaS. Okay, so yes, software as a services. This is the main strategy in the all the cloud provider like Azure or Google Cloud, Oracle. They will manage follow this type of strategies. Okay, so now come to the point. What is the IaaS? So the IaaS is the infrastructure as a services. So the infrastructure as a services means what is the infrastructure? What are the component we need in the infrastructure? Okay, so the component like we need a physical servers like physical networking devices and physical servers or physical storages. Okay, physical environment. So these are the infrastructure. Okay, so once the infrastructure is ready, like for example we're going to build the one infrastructure ready. After that what we do, so we're going to bring the one server and install the operating system. Like you can using the Linux or Windows environment, whatever the environment, you're going to install the Linux operating system. After that you're going to host it on applications. Like suppose you're going to going to running on the middleware applications. So you're going to install the runtime environment, runtime, like for example, you install the Java. So after that, you can install the middleware applications, and then you can create the mount point and whatever. Okay, so this is the infrastructure level. So in our local data center level, we're going to manage managing the everything physical server to and our applications level like backup and deployment, everything we're going to maintain managed. Okay, but in AWS level we're going to bother about the our networking, storage and physical servers. Only we're going to manage the our servers, so only managed by our runtime and our applications and backup only in the infrastructure level. Okay, managed by the runtime. So runtime means, like for example, in case our application is not running, so what is the issues we need to check. So the Java is running or not, or something, the applications are running or not, so we need to check with that. Okay, and also deployment. Suppose we have developed the new source code, so deploy to the server, and deployment also we need to check. And also backup. Okay, and also we're going to check with the high availability. So high availability means, like for example, we hosted on one server, so the server is hung state or something, server is not reachable, we're going to check with the manually, so what is the issues, and after that we're going to troubleshooting. Okay, this is the infrastructure level. But that infrastructure level in AWS, in cloud, AWS cloud level, so we don't bother about the like physical server level, physical server, physical VM, like VM and storage and networking. So the network is not recharged or storage is not reached. So you don't worry about that. So these things managed by the vendor. Vendor means AWS managed the these kind of things. Okay, only we managed by the our runtime. Our runtime means our applications runtime and our applications and deployment and backup. So high availabilities. So these things only we managed in the infrastructure level. Okay, and the next one is the PaaS. So the PaaS is the platform as a services. So the platform as a services, you don't bother about the infrastructure level like runtime and deployment level. Just only you can managing your applications and deployment and backup also we have a schedule schedule options configurations there. We have configured that schedule options, it automatically created the backup. Okay, and also the high availability. Okay, so like for example, in the suppose you are hosted suppose you are created the servers or your applications in the PaaS environment. So the PaaS means platform as a services. Okay, so there what we do, just you can select your platform. So the platform means different thing, OS level platform and application level platform. So the OS level platform, like we want Linux or Windows Server or Ubuntu or Fedora whatever, or in applications level, so we want Java or Python or Node.js. So whatever the platform if you want. So here the platform as a services, only you can select the application level platform. Like suppose if you want the Tomcat hosted to Tomcat application, just you can select the host platform only. It will create the automatically the environment. Okay, create the environment, automatically selected the operating system, security, networking and storage levels and runtime installations and Tomcat installations. Everything's automatically created, and also it automatically create the high availability also. So you don't bother about bother about that. For example, in case the server going to hanging state or the server is not reachable, so it will create the automatically one server. So the end user not feeling that like the server is they are not facing the slowness and what slowness that and all. Okay, so that is the main advantages in the platform as a services. So what is the disadvantage of the platform as services? It will take too much of time to configure or some deployment time. Okay, for example, you have a new version of source code, you go to deploy to the source code in that server, it will take too much of time. For example, more than 10 minutes or 20 minutes it will take. So that is the disadvantage in the platform as services. Otherwise it is a compact services, like tell you last time, I tell you like a load balancer and backup and also patching also, OS level patching or application level patching also. You can simply create the window, schedule the window, it will automatically updating the minor patch and major batch. It is not affected your application, the end user not feel like that. Okay, it will running back and automatically. But infrastructure level, so suppose we going to update the patches and whatever, so we're going to ask the downtime, so after that we're going to update the patches. Okay, so that is the difference. And the next one is the SaaS. SaaS is the software as a services. So the software as a services means it is like it's managed by everything managed by the vendor. Okay, you don't we are not bother about that. Like for example, the best example, like Gmail and Google Drive and Microsoft Mail and OneNote, OneDrive. So these are the one of the customer based applications, correct? So what we do here, just to create the our account, like create the credentials and login details, just to log in that, and after that we're going to upload our document and whatever we're going to upload that. Okay, so that, and we don't bother out, we don't want to take the backup or something on the different location, we don't bother out, everything managed by the vendor, just you can utilize the application that is utilizing the services. Okay, so that is like the SaaS, software as a services, that like that like of services also the AWS is provided. Like for example, SES, simple queue message, simple queue services, and SES, simple email services, and SNS, SQS, and cloud trial. So many of services like this, SaaS level applications. Okay, so this is the main strategy using for the all the cloud providers. Okay, so infrastructure as a services and platform as a services and software as a services. So the infrastructure as a services we managed in AWS level. We managed for the VM, runtime OS and runtime and backup and deployment and also server availability. Okay, we manage it by ourselves. Okay, and the platform is and platform as a services, we don't bother about that, like in runtime and runtime backup and patch update under that, we don't bother about, and also high availability. We configure the whatever the things we need, we configure that, so it will reflect automatically. Okay, so only thing we're going to deploy the our applications and managing the applications only. That is like platform as a services. And the next one is the SaaS. SaaS is the software as a services. It is like, so everything managed by the vendor, just you can utilize the services only. Okay, oh, that's all. So for example, in platform as a services, we're going to file transfer between the Windows to Linux or Windows to Windows. So they will provide the one of the storage services like FSX and also S3. S3 also simple storage services. We don't bother about that. Everything managed by the vendor. So like that services they will provided. Okay. So this is the main strategies. So okay, so this, and the next one is how to deploy your cloud, how to deploy your cloud. So like for example, public cloud, um, public public cloud and private cloud, and another one is the um, hybrid cloud. Hybrid cloud. Okay, this is the main deployment, main strategy, main configuration for the cloud environment. Okay, so the public cloud means the AWS is the public cloud. So whatever the server, whatever the environment, if you want, you can create the environment, and then you can go into access the servers and resource whatever you can access through the internet. Okay, so that is the public cloud. And the private cloud means it is like it's a privately you can access, like you can using the VPN configurations. VPN configuration means, so we have our data center, so small set of environment, small set of data center. So we need to configure our on-premises data center in cloud. So we're going to connect it through the private only. So not through the internet only. We can communicate with the AWS server, and our data center communicate through the privately. So that is called the private cloud. And hybrid cloud, like both the private public cloud and private cloud. So this is the moderate. So whichever it is suitable for your environment, you can create the both. Okay, so this and all we're going to configure in the security level. So this is the main deployment model in the cloud level. Okay, so this is the cloud level. And after that, so we have a 250, more than 250 services, like compute services, compute services, and compute services, and also storage services, and we have database services and networking services, networking services, and also we have migration services also they will provided. And also, so security, like for example, management means like server management level, management level. And next thing is customer engagement, customer engagement level. Like for example, you have a desktop server or like email services and document Excel sheet or Word document. The customer engagement applications also they will provide it. And also so they will managing the ML machine learning level services also they will provide it. On the Hadoop level, Hadoop Hadoop applications also they will provided. And where Hadoop and security and firewall level. So firewall level they are also provide the services. Okay, so these are mainly they provide the services. And in each services they will provide the 10 or 4 resource they will they are provided. Okay, so this is. And so, okay, this is the basics overview of the and cloud environment. So AWS is managed by the, so AWS is supported the all the vendor applications like like for example Windows or Linux operating system, Ubuntu operating system, even Mac operating system. Also, they will provide their services. Okay, but and one more thing, they are not managed their own product. Everything's created by the some suppliers and some teams. Okay, for example. Suppose if you want the WordPress applications, that is also available in the AWS marketplace. Some Bitnami and some companies are they will host it, they are providing the AWS services. Okay, so you can just click the WordPress and you can launch the servers. Okay, so that kind of thing they are provided in the AWS marketplace. And AWS marketplace we have a more than 5,000 applications for software is available in the AWS marketplace. You can select the AWS marketplace which one is suitable for your environment. And also you can check the that applications ratings and all. Okay, so likewise they will provide it. And it's okay. So this is the basic. And also we here they will provide the provide the large number of services. Like for example, 128 core and the 320 GB services also, and more number of storages also they are provided. Okay, so you can host it on the heavy applications or lightweight applications. Whatever the applications you hosted in the AWS, it will support small scale industry business application or medium level or enterprises level. You can go for the AWS. And go for the AWS. So and also it's supported for the all the heavy applications level. Okay, and also they will provide some automations level, automation levels services also they will provide it, like op configs and developers tools like code commit code, repositories and pipelines. So that and all developer tools, DevOps tools also they will provide it. Okay, so this is the main advantages. And in case we have a problem, we created the case to AWS. They will support. They will provide this. They will support to us. So whatever the solution, they will provide it. Okay, so there is no issues. So come to the point, session level. Okay, so if you have any questions, guys, please ask. I will explain that. There are many heavy servers used in the banking sectors. Okay, I think already I explained that. And please ask him after complete the lesson. Last 10 minutes will. Okay, okay. So for registration, please reach us. Okay. Hi guys. Any questions? Any queries? Any queries? Please ask me. I will explain that. Yes, private banks also not moved in the cloud environment. So the cloud environment only nowadays only uh, moved for the enterprises and the logic level and insurance company, motors companies. So that like companies are only moved to the AWS level. So the banking sector not moved in the cloud level. Okay. So they are only chosen for the private cloud, like private sector, private cloud only, and also they are only managed by their own data center. They are not in the cloud level. Okay. I used to do data visualization in modeling tool of Azure. Which tool we can use for the in same? Yes, bro. So we have here Athena. So Athena is the BI tool, and Glue also the some visualization, and key niche services also using in the AWS level. So for what application hybrid in cloud? So like for example, the like business intelligence, like reporting to reporting services are middleware applications that like applications are Tomcat. So that like of applications will go in the hybrid cloud. So that hybrid cloud means like how to we going to access the server. Okay, so like for example, our environment. So how to we going to access the server? Publicly we going to access the server, or privately we going to access the server, or hybridly. So that is like the private or hybrid clouds. So the applications level, like for example, so the applications is like we're going to access through the internally. So we're going to configure the local level applications, like it's a private or public. So private level we are using the private IP. Public, suppose our application hosted on the public level. So in the public cloud we have a public IP. So we configure we access through the public level. Okay. In IBM cloud are there also many. So yes, the IBM cloud is not booming in the environment because it is not suitable in the cloud environment. It's a failure in the market. So that's why they are acquiring the Red Hat product like OpenStack.
Yeah,
So what
Sundar.
is the, yeah, please.
Yeah, just 1 minute. You can unmute all the people and then you can directly conversation with them. That is better, I think so. Because you need to every time you can see within a chat. That is not at all possible, I think so.
Okay. So what is the job role of AWS? Like job role means we have a certification. Like there are so many of certifications there released in the AWS. The best one, first one is the AWS Solution Architect. So AWS Solution Architect, we have two certificate. One is the associate and a professional, and also system administrator. SysOps. SysOps also we have a two certificate, associate and a professional, and special certifications also they are introduced, like specialization for the network, or specialization for the security, and specialization for the database, and specialization for the machine learning. So like they likewise they are introducing the certification also. So better the common level, common is the solution architect. Okay, solution architect means you can learning about the entire services. So entire services, why we are using these services, and what is the features of the services. You likewise you can learning that. Okay, that is the solution architect level. And sysops certification, that is the administrator. You can play with the administrator level. So like you can create the EC instance, and upgrade the EC instance, upgrade the instance, and you can modify the storage volumes, and you can create the storage volume and the volume in the EC2 server, and configure the load balancer, auto scaling, like that. Like this is the system applications level. So generally they called as cloud engineer or cloud support engineer. So like this, and cloud architect, this is the job role. And networking specialist, network certification there, that is the associate and a professional. It is only for the network specification, like create the networking VPC, virtual for a private network, and configure the VPN, and you create the installing the SSL certificate, and configure the load balancer, like network load balancer or application load balancer, and also they are managing the firewall level. So likewise that is the network level. In database admin, so here we have a database services, like RDS database, relational database services. It is included with Amazon Aurora database, SQL database, Oracle database, and my MS SQL, MariaDB. So all the databases included in the AWS. So whichever the database if you want, we can select the database. So here we have a separated the database team, sorry, database certifications also there. And machine learning, so machine learning also they will provide the services. So a number of services you can using the services, how to configure the machine learning in the cloud level. So like that, that is the machine learning certifications. And that is all.
Sundar,
Yeah,
you there?
please tell me.
Yeah, Sundar, in case if my company decided to use this AWS service, my company wanted to use any database in AWS, so my company will be storing all the customer details, all the transactions, everything in AWS. Who will be the owner of this data?
So owner of the data means like so like he's the account administrator, AWS cloud administrator only for the owner.
No,
Uh,
I don't mean like that. I mean,
yeah, I
your
understand.
in your AWS, we have a you have a like a platform as a service you provided. It's a
Okay.
SQL server or something. And my company is ABC. I am storing all my customer details in that database.
Okay.
So, does this Amazon would be the owner of the data, or my company ABC would be the owner of the data?
No. Our company is the owner of the data. So AWS not visible our data. Okay. They are only watching our services only.
But
So
is
they
there
are
any
not.
security? Is there any
Yeah.
security?
Yes. Everything's a security level. Okay.
No, I mean,
So
what kind of a guarantee is there? For example,
yeah,
if I have a, if
yeah. Yes. We have a yeah. Whole
World Bank is using AWS for it's not. I'm just for an example. If World Bank is using AWS to store all their customers' data, so is there any guarantee that Amazon or they're not gonna sell it? They're not gonna sell the customer details to other private banks.
No. They are not not selling that our product and everything's outside. Everything's the data, everything's managed by ourselves only. So they are not check our data. So what is the process and your applications and all? They are not able to data. So not visibility of our data. So otherwise, in case we have any doubt, we're going to encrypt our data in the AWS level. Okay, configure the encryptions. So no one not able to visible our data.
So you're saying this client and AWS server in between these two machines will be having an encryption.
Yes, correct. For example, we posted on the Artis database in our environment. So we're going to configure the encryption in the Artis database storages. Okay, so no one not able to visible our data.
Okay.
And also we have a security level purpose, like we have a security and firewall in that AWS services. We configure and configure the security level, and who are going to accessing our applications, our data and whatever, we're going to manage the auditing level also. So no one not able to theft our data in the AWS.
Okay. That's fine.
So guys, anyone any doubt? So why the banking sector not moved in the cloud level? Because they are using the huge amount of data. Okay, huge amount of data. It is not possible in the AWS migrated or moving to the possible in the cloud migrations level. So that's why they are thinking for they are not ready to move the cloud level. Okay, so but they will provide the services like Snowball, Cloud Snowball Edge, and database migrations. Also they will provide it. So they will provide the like one terabyte and a petabyte terabyte of data they will manage it. But the banking sector they are so wondering about the data losses or something they are wondering. So that's why the banking sector not moved in the cloud. Okay, because they are managing the whole entire data. For example, I have an account in the ICC bank, so they're managing the in and out. Like for when I'm opening the account in the bank, so they're managing the tills. Okay, so that is why. So they're managing the our transaction and loan, whatever the things. So lot of the data. So this is the very headache in that moving to migration to cloud level. So that's why they are ready to move in the. They are not ready to move in the cloud. So okay. Um,
Hi, everyone have any queries?
So, what kind of certification support you provide?
we provide the AWS solution architect and AWS system administrator level. This is the general companies are expecting for this certificate only.
Okay, so right from the coaching to the mock questions, mock interview questions, mark certification
Yes,
questions will you provide?
yes, yeah, we and also we are not providing the any theoretical sessions theoretically. So everything 100% everything is a practical manner only. Okay, so I'm not giving the PPT and explain only theoretically. I explain and go not going. So everything in and out we are doing in the practical manner, and also I'm giving the some guidance to the whatever the experience in the my company level. I'm facing the issues in my company level. I will share with you. So how to troubleshooting the servers, what is the issue you facing, how to troubleshoot that and all I will guide you guys. Okay, so 100% I am giving the real time exposure. Okay, so in theoretical manner, for example, I'm going to today I'm going to take the EC2 classes. I will explain the EC2, what is the EC2, what is the purpose, why we are going to. I will explain that in depth level, and also I'm doing the practical level manner only. Okay, so if you guys any doubt, if you guys any doubt, please ping me. Don't free feel ping me. I will explain that in the whatever the time. In case you have a doubt, come to separate class. I will explain and give the whatever the doubt and whatever the problem. I will sort out to you.
Okay, okay. So this won't be the normal kind of training. So it will be a real time experience sharing and real time practices classes. Okay.
Yes, it's not theoretically. Okay, everything real time, 100%.
Okay. Anyone have any questions or any queries? Yeah, Sundar, I think no one have any questions. I think so.
Okay, sir, how to start? How to start means
Yeah.
ML, ML AWS. Okay, you are a machine learning engineer.
Hello.
Okay. So machine learning engineer, they will yes, okay. Machine learning engineer, they provide the services. So we're going to create the services, whatever the services. If you want create the services, then you can access the server, and then you can test your ML services application and whatever. So, but there is no development level in the AWS. Okay, only you can create the infrastructure level only for the ML. So after that, you can create the environment. Then you can whatever the development you have, you can implement it in that infrastructure. Okay, thank you. Guys, anyone? Karthik.
Only utilization of services we can use in ML.
Sorry.
I am asking in case of machine learning in AWS, only utilization of AWS services, or we can use for development or some other cases.
Yeah, you can utilize the services, whatever the services if you want to create it. After that, you can develop and implement your application in the environment. So there is no development. You can't create newly create the development and implement in the AWS. There is no, only they provide the provisioning. Okay, for example, if you want the SageMaker, okay, or TensorFlow, like for example, you can predict the grammar, checking the grammar in the word or something. Okay, so if you want a TensorFlow, what do? You want a server. You can install the Ubuntu or a Linux operating system. Then you're going to install the Python or Anaconda and install the pipe. So then you can install the TensorFlow and create the virtual environment. Correct? So you can create this environment. Then you can implement your application, your whatever the development code in that. You can run the code in the server. You can get the output and verify and all. So that's like they will provide the services. Just you can click the TensorFlow services. All those things compact packages. Okay, just you can log in the server. You can test it and whatever the application you can test it.
Okay. And how can a network engineer switch to this AWS certified associate?
Yes, AWS associate level, like this is here one more thing. So in AWS level, we know all the entire thing in the IT environment, like physical operation, networking, firewall level. So the networking guys, they have a separated services
asking,
also.
Like
Yes,
I
yes.
am asking, is there any specific career opportunity for network domain engineer like.
Yeah, yes, specific, yes, correct. They're configured in the network level, like create the direct connections and networking, create the load balancer, and managing the accounts, account level, and firewall security level. So it's possible in the network engineer also in that environment. Here, my environment, load balancer and certificate installation in case any VPN issues or VPC issues, in and out, and everything's managed by the network team only.
Same certification will work for that. Or,
Yeah, yes, work for that, no problem.
okay.
Suppose if you want the specialized for the networking, you can do the networking certificates. It is the added advantages.
Okay. Thank you.
Guys, anyone have any questions? Sundar, your demo is over, right?
Yes, Salvam, the demo is
Yeah,
over.
okay. Yeah, thanks for every participant. And if you anybody interested to take it forward for the training, you can just let me know. And anyone have any idea about in spot registration, you can have a 10% discount in immediately. So anyone have any clarification or doubts, you can call me this number.
Okay, thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, thank you, Sundar, and thank you everyone to participate today.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for this.
Yeah, thanks for everyone, and be safe and doing good.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.